Okay, this sounds scary, but I'd like you to consider the situations for null factor law. If I know that 2 times by A is equal to 0, what must A be? What's the only option it could be? 0, because I know that timesing anything by 0 gives you 0. But I know that 2 is 2. So what must A be? It must be 0. If I know 5 times by B is equal to 0, what must B be?
0.
Okay, here's one. If A times by B is equal to 0, A could be
0.
Or B could be
0.
Or there's one more option. Or both. Or any of them are 0. Or both 0. What is that? That idea is known as null factor law. So the cheat sheet option you would have here is if A times by B is equal to 0, then A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. Get that down. This is my favorite part. This is the mic drop situation. Why is this useful? Because sometimes we have quadratic equations that are factorized, meaning they have brackets. Why is that useful? Brackets group things up. The contents of the brackets are like the A and B in null factor law. So if you've got something like this, that's what could that be a factorization of? That's 3x squared plus 9x. That's been factorized. I've put the brackets back. Why is that useful to me for solving this? I need to make a smaller eraser. According to null factor law, do I have two things there being multiplied by each other that equal 0? 3x is A. B is x plus 3. They both equal 0. According to null factor law, what could A be?
0.
So 3x could be 0, or x plus 3 could be 0. So x would be, in this situation, 0 divided by 3 remains as 0. Or, how do I get rid of that plus 3? So x could be minus 3. You're making an angry face.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just...
You're making an angry... I want that.
Oh.
Because now, can you see how we have two possible solutions? We have two possible solutions. Do they work for this? If x is equal to 0, and I plug 0 into there, what's 3 times by 0? 0. And I'm going to go 0 times by anything. It's going to be 0. It's a true statement. If x is equal to negative 3, okay, 3 times by negative 3 is negative 9. Mr. T, it's not 0. What's negative 3 plus 3? 0 is in the brackets. Times by this. Is the answer going to be 0? That's why there's two possible options. Now she's really making it angry. Okay? Why does there have to be multiple answers? Because they can, according to the number rules. Can you get that first example down? There's only one more example. Did you have a question? You're done.
Oi!
You checked it over.
You said try.
No,
Can you know it's still recording? There's another example.
No, I didn't. I never said try. So funny. That was the biggest gaslight of the year.
You didn't say a name, did you?
No.
Okay, second example here. Do I have two sets of brackets multiplying there? Yes? So what's my A? My A is x take 2. My B is 3x plus 6. Do they equal 0? So apply the null factor law. According to null factor law, if A times by B equals 0, what could A be? A could be 0. Or B could be 0. So A here, x take 2 equals 0. Or 3x plus 6 equals 0. What's the left one going to look like when I remove the take 2? X equals 2. Or 3x plus 6. How do I get rid of the add 6? Take it, 3x is equal to minus 6, but there's still another step there. What's the 3 doing to x? What's the opposite of timesing by 3? Dividing by 3, divide by 3, so x is going to be negative 6 divided by 3, negative 2. Does that satisfy the equation? Well, if I put negative 2 for x in the first set of brackets, no, that's not the one. If I put negative 2 in the second set of brackets, what's 3 times by negative 2? Negative 6. Negative 6 plus 6 is going to give me 0 here. 0 times by, it doesn't even matter what's in the other brackets. The answer is going to be 0. If my answer was 2, which brackets is that going to make 0? If my answer was 2, the left one or the right? The left one. Because if I say that x is equal to 2, 2 take 2, 0. 0 times, it doesn't even matter what's in the right set of brackets. The answer will be 0. Okay? That's that. That's null factor law.